The basic assembly of the baby album is complete. The pages are inside. They've all been patterned. I put trim on the front and back of the cover, and I will be adding more decorating after I finish the inside of the album. I'll be adding different photo mats and different little elements inside the album. I am not going to do a detailed video on this, but I decided for this one to just kind of let the camera roll and then share it in a speeded up version so that you can see the process that I do to decorate the inside of the album, and then there will be a final video of me decorating the cover. I did decide to make different size photo mats, and I'm using the Place Photo Here stamp that you can order a whole set from Country Craft Creations of these stamps. I didn't add it to all of the booklets, but a lot of the areas where I want the recipient to know where to put pictures, I did use the stamp. And here I'm just gluing different size photo mats in different areas of the little album. So you need to decide what you want for yours, and then I'm also adding different little elements, making tuck spots using the die cut elements sheet that comes with the collection. And here on the inside I decided to add blue. This is the Robin Eggs Blue Spectrum paper from Authentique. I added that to the page on the left, added blue photo mats, and then I'm decorating the belly bands and creating little tags and different elements to tuck into the pockets. For the tag, I have taken some of the Hug Snug seam binding ribbon from Country Craft Creations, and I've spritzed it with water, crinkled it up, and drying it with my heat gun, and then threading it through the top of the tag that I made, and tying it, and then inserting it behind the belly band of one of the inserts. For the next page set, I'm making a small hinge for one of the cut-aparts and attaching it to the front of the small flap. And then I make belly bands for the inserts that go inside the triangle pockets. For page set 1, I continued adding little tuck spot elements and tucking in some of the cut-aparts. And here I'm just adding backing to the cut-apart to leave a place for journaling or for a photo. I continue to add photo mats using the different colors of the Spectrum paper line from Authentique to add different colors. I specifically used the mustard yellow, the Robin Eggs Blue and the antique lace in this album. Here I decided to add a little bit of a tuck spot using the Robin Eggs paper and some of the lace punched out. So it's kind of like a little pocket tuck spot there. And then I created a little booklet for some really tiny little photos and used some of the die cut elements to decorate the little booklet. Here I'm using some of the scraps from my natural linen cardstock, the Artisan cardstock, to make different size photo mats, and using some of the die cut uh, elements and cut aparts to decorate. And then for tabs, I used a scallop punch and punched that out, and also a small circle punch for different little elements for this, for different flips and flaps to have tabs for the album. Here I am going to make photo folders out of the natural linen cardstock, and I'm cutting these down. I'm cutting two that are 11 inches wide by 7.5 inches tall, and I will score the 11-inch side at 5.5 inch to fold these in half so that they can be inserted into these belly bands. I'm just taking notes right here. So I'm going to cut these. And score them in half. So here I have put them in the under the belly bands. I rounded the corners, and now I'm just adding some more of the die cut elements to the actual belly bands. And if you have enough paper, you can actually mat paper onto these photo booklets. And here I am creating some more photo mats, larger photo mats out of the mustard yellow spectrum paper, and some smaller photo mats as well to place inside this section of the album. I am attaching photo mats to the front of the photo folders that I made out of the mustard seed yellow spectrum paper. And so I'm just gluing to the front. You can add more to the inside if you want. I'm just going to do the front on mine. And I use the place photo stamp on this as well. And here I'm gluing little photo mats on this page with the round circles so that add some color there, and then also adding photo mats on the main sections in different places. I decided to use the place photo stamp here and stamp on the different sections of the photo folders. Here I'm adding just a bit of the lace punched trim in the robin egg blue, and I'm just going to put glue on the center of the piece, and I'm adding a piece of cardstock to give it some lift so that you can still tuck a photo up up in between underneath it, and I am just attaching it between the two photo mats, and then I'm adding another die cut element on top of that piece. Here I'm just adding a couple cut aparts under the offset flap, and then also I've decided to add some photo mats underneath on the back side of the flap. And on this booklet I am adding a cut apart that I've just glued on the sides and across the bottom to make a little pocket, and I'm going to be adding a tag into the top of that, and I'm trimming off the ends of the ribbon. So I'm going to put one of the cut aparts here in the bottom in the tuck spot, and then I am matting it on cardstock so that a picture can go on the back. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp place photo here. And I'm going to use this yellow, mustard yellow spectrum paper to create another little tag. And I'm just threading in a piece of the leftover ribbon into the top. And I decided to tie a little bit of twine bow around the ribbon, and then this will just slip into the back side of that little cut apart on the booklet. And then I decided to add a little decorative piece here on the bottom of the tuck spot. I punched a scallop circle out of the yellow and added a little punched out image from the paper. And I'm creating a tab here for this flap, and I have added photo mats on the inside. And I'm going to put a photo mat here on the top, and another element from the die cuts, and a flag. And just glue on the top edge so that the photo can still tuck up under it. And then I'm adding a little twine bow and another little circle punched out of the paper. And then I took the car die cut elements and decided to arrange them around on this inside of the flap. There's 3 of those, so I put 2 at the top and 1 on the bottom. And that's how I decorated the inside of my little mini album baby book. And now I'm ready to do the front. Before I do the front, I'm going to add this Handmade by Love on the back.